Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. I'm right now near Panama City, Florida. Again, how long, I don't know. Hopefully I'll be out of here soon and on my way to Nebraska and Wyoming. If you want to find out anything about me, go to MySpace or Facebook where I have accounts. I'm also on Twitter. This here is a second videotape about the anti-rape condom for women. Recently, in the last couple of days, that video I made for YouTube, the number of hits has just exploded. But that's probably due to the fact that the media has just begun to report about this invention. I'm the one that reported the invention last August when I was still living in Mountain Village, Colorado. And I think people are just now waking up to the reality of it, and they're learning all about it. Again, you can go on YouTube and you can read all about it. You can find my video on it about the anti-rape condom. Mine's just entitled The Anti-Rape Condom for Women. That's all it is. And there's other videos about it. As I said, the media is beginning to report on it, and people are now taking an interest in it and trying to learn all about it, and you should. I've had a number of girlfriends who have been raped before, and so I have this thing about wanting to put any rapists, even those that engage in statutory rape, behind bars where they belong. There's no excuse for that kind of behavior. Anyhow, there is one thing about this anti-rape condom that you need to be aware of, and because like anything, it can be misused. You know, they call it this anti-rape condom that has teeth. This means if a woman is wearing one and she's raped, that rapist, when it's over, is going to be heading for the hospital just as fast as he can. Of course, the dangers involved here is that sometime a rapist that encounters a woman like that and is injured that way, let's say, he may end up killing his victim. That's one possibility women are going to have to consider before using this anti-rape condom when it makes its way to the United States from South Africa, because the invention, of course, was in South Africa. That's going to be something that's going to have to be debated, and that's going to be a decision that each woman has to make on her own as to whether she wants to take that risk. The other danger involved here, and this would be a very small group of women who may misuse it for a purpose of getting back at some guy. Let's say that lady's boyfriend's cheating on her, husband's cheating on her, she puts it on, has sex with him, and injures him. So that's gonna just like sexual diseases has made people be a little bit more cautious about having sex outside of marriage, even with a condom or birth control pills. As they say, the sexual revolution is pretty much over. What they did in the '60s, you can't do here in the 2010 or even in the '90s or even into the back into the '80s. All that, people had to behave themselves a little bit, let's say a little bit more, due to that fact that you can get AIDS. Well, here's going to be another little thing that's going to probably make some guys, and particularly, be a little bit more cautious about having sex outside of marriage, because if they engage a woman that has one of these on, and her intent is to do him harm because of something he might have done to her, again, cheating on her or whatever, he's going to end up in the hospital, and all she's got to say is, well, he tried to force himself on me, if he goes to the police about it. Although I suspect that any man that comes in there that's been injured by one of those, is probably going to be standard procedure that they call the police, and the police are going to have to investigate how he got injured. And then, of course, if a woman says, I did it on purpose, she's probably going to go to jail. But if not, she'll say, well, he tried to rape me, and, it's going to be his word against her word. So please be advised that this anti-rape condom that eventually will make its way to America on the free market, I hope, can be misused. And the men out there need to be aware that even though I think it'd just be a very small handful of women out there who just might misuse it for as a means of revenge or something like that. So be very, very careful. And all I can say is to the ladies out there, use it for the right reason. Even no matter how mad you get at some boyfriend of yours or your husband or something like that, don't misuse it, because then, well, first of all, you ought to go to jail if you do misuse it. But the other thing of it is that that's the wrong way to go about it. To get back at some boyfriend who might be cheating on you or something like that. That's just not the way to go about it. Anyhow, I just wanted to throw that in there and make sure that people understand that when this thing hits the markets here in America eventually, that just like with any invention, there are going to be people who are going to misuse it and use it for the wrong reason. And you need to be aware of that. Thank you for your time. Again, my name's Dale Wilhite. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, or MySpace if you like. Bye.